Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Today I have two very special people with me, my faves, Edwin and Andrea. The music that I use in my previous videos is from Edwin. I'll probably use in this video too, so I don't even know what I'm talking about. But it's by Edwin, and I'll link his SoundCloud in the description box below. And then Andrea here is like the mastermind behind like this new fancy setting and look and everything that we have right here, because you know I'm broke as hell.
I hope I'm able to make sense, but one of the biggest life lessons for me is being an authentic person. It's something I've been talking about with like one of my best friends for a while, and I don't know, like there's honestly no formula to being an authentic person. It's, to me, the way I understand it is just being who you are, being true to yourself.
Right.
And not trying to be someone or some other thing other than who you're supposed to be, because I find that like there's not a lot about myself that I find so attractive, but increasingly like I get to meet people, and a lot of the time the response is good. People feel good being around me, and sometimes it baffles me. But one thing I can't deny is a lot of it has been because I've tried to be just who I am and not anything else, basically. And so it sounds cliche, but I think it does work for a lot of things. Yeah,
That's a really good one. I think it probably might have been my second one, but I'll just like let it slide. I'm just kidding, but that was really good.
Okay, so my first lesson is like being patient with yourself. It's a very
That's for the kids.
like I had like a million different things, like, cause this is like a big thing for myself, because like there are so many like situations you might find yourself in where you compare yourself to other people, or people compare you to others, and I mean it will have an effect on you. I mean, under normal circumstances it will have an effect on you, and if that happens over time, like it can create a lot of self-doubt and like questions about, what you should be doing at any point in time, and like who you are and things like that. And especially when you're growing older and like you expect yourself to reach like milestones and things like that, like it's even more important to be patient because like you can get frustrated and like
real quick
give up on everything that like you want for yourself. But like if you just celebrate like even little things, you realize how much you really have and like how far you've come in certain periods of time. Like you have some pride in yourself, because like it makes it difficult to move forward if you don't, because like life is daunting, like there are so many big things that people want for themselves, but like they don't happen just because you want them overnight. Like you have to have the like faith and like patience to be like, I can get there.
Right.
I mean, it might not be today, but it's a possibility. Even if it doesn't happen, like I'm happy with myself now, and I know things will be good in the future.
Right. That's such a good one. Like, because the thing is, if you don't even do it for yourself, nobody else will. Like, people like to act like they care in this world, when most of the time they don't. I mean, it's not because they're mean or anything, but like they have their lives to live too. So we can't kind of rely on people for that kind of motivation to support ourselves. That's a good segue into my second one, which is self-love and like taking care of yourself. I was watching an interview, Elizabeth Gilbert, I think I was telling you guys the other time, and she wrote this book on creativity called Big Magic. And in the interview, she was just talking about how some German theologian somewhere said something that really stuck with him. It was all love, like, eventually becomes help. And I want to push it a step further to say that, like, self-love becomes, like, eventually becomes love, which eventually becomes help. Yeah, help and health. I mean, yeah, but it was help. But like, that's the thing. I think for us, like, as people, we strive to be good, and in striving to be good, we skip the whole step of like love, and we just try to help all the time, and we're always giving all the time without taking care of ourselves. And we live in a society that like celebrates selflessness and sacrifice and like self-denial and self-condemnation and effacement, like, so much that like we are taught to like neglect ourselves. And I've just come to a place in my life where I've realized that things aren't going to work. My giving, my helping, all of that stuff isn't going to work if I don't take care of myself. If I don't love myself, if I don't love my mind, if I don't take care of my like mental and psychological health, like, nothing is going to work. And all my efforts to be something good to someone else is going to like go to nothing, because I don't even know how to be good to myself. And I think that's like a really, because the Bible verse is like, oh, love your neighbor as yourself. That's one of the things that really speaks to me, because it's like, love your neighbor as yourself. You're going to only love your neighbor as much as you love yourself. Like, treat others as you would want to be treated, right? How do you treat yourself? Then that's how you're going to treat others. So when you find yourself being mean or being unable to love people sufficiently, it's just a reminder to look at your relationship with yourself. So like, self-love for me is like my thing now, and I've realized that when I let go of burdens and I give myself permission to sign off of things and to embrace new things that I love and that I want to do, I'm empowered to love people. I don't know, but it's working. So self-love, yes, is my thing.